I'm in a groove state of mind. 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 I'm in a groove state of mind.
Quiero tequila, señor, por favor.
I'm in a groove state of mind. Moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. Stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. If you I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving.
Quiero tequila, señor, por favor.
I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove makes it inspires me. But Bruce and Bakery, I'm dancing in my dream. Working at the scene, I'm feeling groove-licious. You know who I am. Now is my time to have a groove state of mind. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Come let it go. Rise up and we go. There's magic in the air. I feel it everywhere. I've got my groove on. You know who I am. Now it's time to have a groove state of mind. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving, yes I am. Time to bust the move. Get me your own beat. The groove and life can go so sweet. Grooving got my back. Moving family. There's magic in my mind. I'm grooving all the time. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to day 4 of Groove Asia's 5-day challenge, where we're digging in deep into Groove video and just videos altogether, which is such a benefit for your online business. Hi, my name is Karen Allen. I'm the Chief Program Officer here at Groove Asia, and I'd like to welcome you. We are over the halfway point here at the 5-day challenge, and we're going to keep this moving all the way to the end. Now, our trainer today is none other than Nick Lakhani, a passionate educator leading the charge in online learning and corporate engagement. Now, with a diverse background in community building across different fields, Nick has a remarkable journey. Now, imagine this. He's guided Toastmasters International in the UK and Ireland into the digital space during the challenging COVID pandemic, earning him the prestigious title of Toastmasters of the Year for his dedication. And he is just dedicated there. He's just as dedicated here in Groove Asia community as he is there. But that is not all. Nick's career is filled with success. Now, from teaching in college to being a top-notch trainer and servicing as a senior and servicing in senior technical roles. He is also known for creating high-performing technical sales teams that consistently achieve over $1 million in turnovers for 5 consecutive years. He's already done that. That's just in the past, and he's doing that again here. Now, drawing from his wealth of experiences, Nick is a beacon of wisdom. He enthusiastically teaches and mentors entrepreneurs and professionals, helping them streamline their businesses for online success. Now, his focus is on empowering individuals like you, just like you, and your business for online success. Okay? He is empowering individuals to effortlessly sell your digital products. And the best way of doing that is through video. And in 2024, Nick's Groove Asia goal is ambitious. He's offering clear and effective training as he has been doing each and every month, actually each and every week in the GLUs, but each and every month here in these 5-day challenges to help you towards financial freedom. So get ready. Let's join Nick on an exciting journey of his energy, his excitement, and his expertise all coming together for your success. And Nick, welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much, Tyra. Karen. Thank you. I've got my own script, guys. Thank you very much, Karen. I appreciate the energetic introduction. And just shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Larry, he's got a hashtag live in the chat. Brilliant, Larry. Great to see you again. Now, where are the sunglasses, Nick? I hear you ask. Well, you've got lights, camera in action. But hey, I can't pull off the Hollywood today. It's pouring down with rain, and I would not feel authentic in wearing my sunglasses, especially indoors. Now, the point about today is I want to give you some tips and tricks to help you record. Right? Would that be helpful? Now, let's have a look at this week's schedule and the bonuses we're running on. Let's bring this onto stage, and let's just go and brilliant. Let's just come out the way there. Now, this week we had a look at video, Groove video especially, and how to actually go and use it. Packed 2 days, the first 2 days, we did a lot on there. Okay, Dr. Lise is ready for a close-up. Okay, brilliant. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's great. That's great, Dr. Lisa. Hashtag live as well. Calling from Baltimore in Maryland. Larry, where are you calling from? I've forgotten. Just put it into the chat, okay? Now, so we did 2 day with 5-day challenge. 2 days. We got Groove video totally out the way, right? Yeah. So not only am I that good, you were that good in receiving it and understanding it, right? So in that case, what we did was we just said, let's put some bonuses in, right? Who likes bonuses? Put in bonus into the chat. And Larry is from Sarasota, Florida. Well, I think you're getting better weather over there than I am. I think all of you are, actually. Now, type in bonuses into the chat. For the bonuses that we're doing this week, we looked at planning the videos yesterday, didn't we? And that was more like me chatting away, giving some tips and tricks, and I wanted you to understand certain points that I was making. Hi, Pipley's live as well. Larry likes the bonus. Dr. Lisa likes bonuses, and Pipley likes bonuses. Everybody likes bonuses. Brilliant. Yesterday we talked about the planning, thinking. Part of that is just mindset, simple as that, right? And we looked at other things on there as well. Now today it's going to be a little bit more practical, okay? I'm not going to, again, it's not looking at the software. It's about preparing yourself to go and record, all right? I want to give you some practical tips and tricks today so that you can then see yourself going to record your very first video. Now, if you've already done videos, then great. I'm very happy with that. And remember, the idea is always be 1% better the next time you do it. That's the idea. All right. It doesn't matter where you start. Next time, just do it 1% better. Okay. So now today we're going to we talk about recording videos. Tomorrow it's about editing them. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit more technical, and I'm going to show you 1 or possibly 2 bits of software that I use to put things together. Okay. Now, in terms of today recording videos, as I said, I'm going to talk about equipment and software. Okay. And don't worry. Look, the idea is that you don't have to spend any more money today. I'm going to show you what you have or what you have access to. All right. Best practices for video recording. Yeah. So there's a few things to remember, a few things to prepare, a few things to think about. All right. And then this is partly covering some of the things we looked at yesterday as well. We're going to have some tips for ensuring the highest quality of video and audio that you can get in your situation, in your environment, and then the tips for, and then we're going to round it all up. And I want you to go away and think about the recording and see if you can change anything to get a better result at the end. That's what I'm looking for. It's all about progress. It's all about development. Okay. Now, as I said, today is going to be a little bit more PowerPoint or Google Slides, as it were. And what I will do is I'll zoom in and out a little bit as we go along. Now, I'm going to give a little bit of ideas on cameras. First of all, I'm going to give you these 3 items on here. So, for example, you can go to the internet, you can go to Google, you can go to ChatGPT or AI and any other tools, and ask them for some recommendations. Now, the reason I've actually got these 3, these 2, the Logitech one, I've actually used that one. Okay, it's still, I mean, it says entry level. I mean, when I bought that one, it was at least $50 or $70, I believe. The one I've got now is more expensive. It's more like $100 when I bought it a year and a half ago. The Canon itself is a very nice one, and you're talking about into the $200 and $300 and $400 for these. Okay, so they're more expensive. But I just want you to do I want you to take a breath. Take a breath in that you already have the equipment. You don't have to buy a new camera, and I'll tell you how. Here is an Android phone. It's an old one. It's about 3 years old, and it was a cheap phone. It's $100, $120, something like that, and that'll do the job for you. Okay. Here's another one. This is a Samsung phone, Samsung Android. Now this has got more. Look, you can see the cameras there. It looks more professional, doesn't it, compared to this one? I think. Yeah. This one is actually much better camera, and this is my wife's old phone. This is a 2 or 3 year old phone. This will do the job for you. Okay, as a camera. All you need to do is get a little tripod or just put it on a box or something, tilt it up so that it's facing you like this, and then hit record like that. That's it. Yeah, Karen's saying use what you've got. So my job is not to get you to spend more money. My job is to give you ideas so that you can go and solve problems. I'll give you, and I'm going to give you solutions on there. All right. One of the things about this, actually, you see, I'm sitting at my desk here, and I have. Maybe I don't have it with me. Oh, typical man, just throw stuff in the desk. Okay. In terms of things that I use, I've got a little tripod that I can actually put one of these phones on the desk and pivot, make it pivot and so on, and it can act perfectly well as a camera to record or as a second camera to connect into my laptop. Okay, so it's fine. Use what you've got. Don't spend any more money on the camera. Okay. Now, the reason I mentioned that it's the camera, I think that you're better off spending money on audio. Okay. Therefore, if we go back to here for the microphone, now I've come up with the Blue Yeti as an entry level. The reason for that is that it is expensive. It could be anything, depending on the actual model that you're getting, it could be anything between $90 and $100 up to, $150, $200. There are a couple of 2 or 3 different versions around. That is a very good microphone. Again, the others that I have on there, Rode, I had a Rode mic like that one. Very, very good, more expensive, and very nice. Except that technically the actual mic had an issue, so I sent it back to Amazon, and then I didn't bother to go and replace it because what I got was a replacement. So I'm going to show you that replacement in a second. Let me just show you high-end Shure. Yeah, so this is a much more expensive one, and again, if you don't have any of these, don't buy them. Okay, let me tell you why. In terms of again, unless you've got a decent budget, if you've got a $500 budget for this, then spend $100 on audio or $200 on audio. Audio is the most important thing. If you cannot hear me, it doesn't matter what I look like, right? If you cannot hear me, I cannot get my message to you. The most important part of a video is the audio. Okay? Then it's what we look like and how we're looking and is anything distracting and so on. And, people say, oh, well, your background distracted. Look, it doesn't really matter. If your content is good, people will ignore the rest of it. Okay? If the content is good, so the content has to be really spot on. The audio is first, the content is second, and then the rest of it follows through. All right? Who we got in the chat? Jacko's here. Jacko, hi Jacko, how you doing? Hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to give you an example of audio and audio that I use, or microphones that I use. The one I'm using at the moment. Okay, so remember I told you I got a Rode mic. I actually got two different really good microphones. I spent $100+ on each one, and for some reason the mics were really good. Technically, they had some issues, and I sent them back. But what I've got here right now is a little microphone. Okay, now what this does is, facing me over here, you can't. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's got. Okay. It's got some words on there, manly. Okay. It's a cheap microphone. It's a $60 mic, by the way. I bought this 4 years ago on Amazon. Now, where it's got the wording manly, as long as I'm this side of the mic, it will pick up my voice. If I'm behind, then it won't. And behind here, I've got my laptop, and I've got the sound coming out my laptop, but you won't hear the sound through this microphone. So you won't get feedback. It's a very nice microphone. And although I've been trying to replace it, and I've got it on an arm and everything, look, it's really nice. I normally hide it away like that. Okay. Karen, is my audio good? Okay, brilliant. Now, that's a $60 mic. Okay. Just because somebody else has got a Blue Yeti, somebody else has got a Rode mic, somebody else has got a Whiz Bang, whatever, it doesn't mean you have to get one. Use what you have. Okay. Pipley is saying, I've got a Movo mic. I think it's really good, very cost effective. Brilliant. Hey, that's my mic, Larry says. Oh, the Movo one. Okay, brilliant. Now, the proof of everybody gets this phrase wrong, by the way. I'm going to give it to you straight. The proof of the pudding is in the eating, meaning how good your mic is actually decided upon the quality of the audio on your video. Okay? Dr. Lisa is saying prioritization, audio, content, everything else. Yeah, absolutely. Just think about it. You'll watch videos of somebody who's got all sorts of shenanigans going on in the background. They won't have proper lighting. It will be going in and out. It'll be flashing. It'll be multicolored and really distracting. But if they're giving you the really cool content, and if you can hear them, you'll forgive everything else because you're getting value. You don't sign up for a video to get a great video production, Hollywood entertainment, world-class production. You sign up for the value you get from it as a consumer. That's it. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. You can buy a $20, $40, $60, $80, $100 mic, $200, $400, $700, $1,000. Just pick a number, $3,000. Pick a number. A lot of the professional voiceover artists spend $2, $3, $4 on a microphone. Now, the other thing is that when you record it, and in post-production, you can actually do things with the sound to make it better. I've got a tool which I'm going to demo to you tomorrow, and it's a really nice tool that is going to give studio sound, and it doesn't matter what type of mic I have, as long as it's reasonably clean, the noise, it can make it better. Okay. Now, let me show you other examples of audio and video that you have around the house. We've had a look at the video cameras, phones. Phones are good. What else do we have? Okay, so I got a big bonus a few years ago, and what I did was I treated myself to a really nice set of Bose headphones. You see that? Really nice, and I've kept them nice and everything, really good. And what you have, I then listen to it instead of spending money on speakers, because you also have to listen to really well to the audio after recording it, right? So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So you've got to make sure you'll be able to listen to that. In addition to that, it's actually got it's actually got right, so I'm going to show you this, and right, okay, now those headphones have got a speaker. It's got a little mic on the wire here, and then this plugs in to your laptop. So sometimes I would use those headphones for listening to music. I could actually record my voice on that. Okay. Now, what else do we have lying around? Well, for between $10 and $30, you can pick up these things. These are called lavalier microphones, and a good friend of mine gave me these actually, and I'm actually seeing him for dinner tonight after this session. So look, little microphone like that, plugs into your laptop, dead easy. Same with this. Now this has got a little thing that actually stops the wind from interfering a little bit more. Okay, it's just like the foam around it, and this one's got a clip as well, and that's it. So that's another mic, and you can, these lavalier mics you can and in fact my Bose headphones as well, you could plug into a phone as well as a laptop or a PC. Okay, so those are different options. Now the other thing is, you may want to have speakers or headphones and a mic that are two separate things, but your laptop's only got one hole, if pardon the expression, one jack. Well, you can get one of these for $3 or $4, and on here, this green one is for the sound coming out, the headphones, and the red one is for the microphone. Put those in there and then plug that into the laptop or the phone, and so you've got one device to speak into, one device to listen into, and you've not spent too much money. The quality will be better as well. Remember, you need to test this out as to what is better. Okay, if you like Amazon, and this is a, I don't know what model this is, what make this is, but my son's the first headphones I had when I went online were my son's gaming headphones, and so the next set of headphones I bought were gaming headphones, and these are good apparently. This is 50 or $60, and these are really good. And look at this. And this has got really good sound and audio, especially when I'm streaming. It works really well. The setup I have at the moment, it works adequately as well. But if I have an issue, then this is my backup. Okay, so you have things around the house. You've bought things for your kids that they don't use anymore. That will work for you. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Don't try and spend $1,000 when you don't have it. If you have it, great, let me know. No, just kidding. But you get the idea. Audio, content, and then the rest. That's the priority. All right? Let's go back to our presentation. There's a lot to cover today. And on here, let's just go back to it. Right, so we looked at the microphone, looked at camera. Okay, so the next one is lighting. All right, so there's a few bits of information about lighting. You know, the ring lighting. I'm not going to show you, but I've got a ring light above my monitor on here. The LED panels and the softbox lighting and whatever, it's really good. Look at Amazon and other places. There's a wide array, but to get started, you don't need anything. I've been online on running online meetings. It was only in the last year that I got this ring light. Before that, I didn't even bother. I used a lamp and then just put it in such a way that it just gave me enough light. It wasn't that important. The message is the most important thing, remember? But then as you move on and you want to make your video 1% better each time, then these are the things to think about. But again, if you've got a small budget or no budget, forget about lighting. Just make sure that we can actually make you out on the screen. That's all. Tripod and stands, again, same thing. On my desk, up until a few months ago, I actually had boxes. I put my monitors on and various things to put up and so on. And even this microphone that I've got on an arm at the moment, I only got the arm less than a year ago. I had it on a stand on my desk in front of me. Okay, which came with the microphone. So there are things that you can look for, but again, not important. Not important on there. Okay, so the next thing is pop filter. Now, this is important because that's what this is. You must have seen this, okay? What this does is it helps to cut out my sounds, okay? So it stops me sounding as though I'm spitting into the microphone, which would be helpful, right? So that is important, and that you can get for $5 or $8 or something. It's not a big deal, okay? Acoustic panels, soundproofs. You may have seen this on people doing podcasts and so on, where in front of them and around them they've got all of these little grooved pads and so on. Yeah, you can go mad with them. You can spend $1,000 or $2,000 on that. I actually was going down that route, and I was doing a little bit of voiceover work and everything, and then I just said, why am I doing this? And then at the same time, AI started to come out that made the recorded sound better. And so I didn't bother with that. So unless you really want to be a full-blown professional tomorrow, I wouldn't even look at that for another year or 3, okay? Unless you're doing professional podcasts with a budget and getting some big guests in and so on, you don't need it, okay? Video recording, Camtasia, OBS Studio, ScreenFlow. Karen's saying, well, Boxes works for me for the first 2 years, elevate my laptop webcam. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, folks. Again, I'm saying to you that the software is not that important. Hang on a minute. Surely it is. Well, you can get free software. Don't tell anybody. You can get Zoom with a free account, and you can go and record yourself talking into your camera with your microphone right here and press record. Shall we take a look? Okay, I don't know how far we can go with this while we're streaming, but let's just see. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my screen if I can. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to new meeting, and it's going to, oh, here we go. Karen, can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, brilliant. Now, I'm in my own Zoom meeting here, folks. All right? Look. Right, so it's having difficulty with the camera because it's trying to open up the camera that I'm using for the stream. Well, let's look at True Vision here, and then let's see if it opens that up. Okay, right, so you see that? Let's take the virtual background off and take the blur off. Okay, so this is the camera on my laptop. Okay, so I've got a Logitech camera above my monitor here. I've got my laptop over here because I use dual screens, and that's the camera there. Okay, brilliant. Now imagine this was our main camera, and I'm talking to you. I may have hidden the actual audio and so on. And what I can do is literally just hit record. Now, those of you with paid accounts, you can actually record to the cloud or on your computer. I would recommend you if you want to archive it and make sure you saved it somewhere, then put it on the computer and then put it on the cloud and then download it. Otherwise, just do it on the computer itself. And when you start recording, it will record for you. It will even record the screen if you share your screen. And then when you hit stop and close the room, it will then go and create the recording for you, open up the folder where it saved it, and then from there you can take the MP4 file, which is the actual video file, and then go and put it somewhere else so ready for editing. Okay, you can even double click on it and open and view it and listen to it. But then you can actually put that MP4 file into editing software that we're going to look at tomorrow. Therefore, you do not need Camtasia. You do not. OBS is a little bit complicated for a lot of people anyway. There are other tools as well that may be simple. But right now, you have free access to Zoom. Why not use that? Okay, so let's just close this. I don't want to. Right, okay. So you get the idea, folks, that, it's not about spending money. It's about using things, resources that are around you already. You may not be aware. Okay. Yes, later on, it will be good to actually look at Camtasia. I've got a friend of mine who actually I've known Camtasia about 20 years. I used it about 20 years ago. I've got a friend of mine who uses it literally every day and swears by it. It is more expensive, but it does a lot of things. Like you can record your videos in there and edit your videos in there, put the transitions in and the sound, and go and do the full editing suite, and then export it for publication. So it's a one-stop shop, and it's good quality. OBS works very well. A lot, for example, the guys in the office like JJ and Ching Yu and Simon and others use OBS. Peter use OBS all the time, and it's one way to go and record stuff, but also to go and be online, be in streams, etc. Okay, but again, right now, if you're beginning, no point. Do not go there. Just get Zoom. Everybody knows how to use Zoom. Just hit record on Zoom. That's it. On Mac, ScreenFlow. Now, I haven't had a Mac for a long time, so I don't know about that, but I just put that in there for completeness for those of you who are of the Mac persuasion, like Karen. Karen, you have a Mac, don't you? Give me a thumbs up. Oh, yeah. She's a Mac addict. Right. Okay. Now, let's take a look at see what the next thing is. So before let me just go back and see. For the software, for the microphone, for the speakers, for the lights, for the cameras, for the whatever else, if you have $50 or $100 max, spend it all on the audio. Okay? Or spend nothing and then see what results you get. Tomorrow, I show you some tips where you can spend some money or use a free version that will help you make the sound better, and as well as editing the video itself. Okay? All right. Karen's saying ScreenFlow is new. Yeah. I think previously wasn't it GarageBand or something? Or it's been a while since I've used a Mac, to be honest. I'm poor. I can't afford a Mac. All right. Okay, let's get back into this. Best practices for video recording. Okay, so we're going to look at. Well, that was very short and sweet. I don't know what happened there. And maybe I've got a problem with my equipment. Okay, so we did all that. Okay, yeah, so for some reason it's not behaving. Okay, let's just look at this. Right, so you can see on here, best practices for video recording. Plan your content. Now, we looked at this yesterday, didn't we? I said we plan out what you're going to say. But also, when you plan out your content, one of the setting up your space. I'm going to come back to plan your content in a minute. Setting up your space. For example, you can see here I'm in the corner of my study, which happens to be a room built in the roof. Okay, hence I've got I don't have a big corner. It's like the roof is coming down here. Now, this is a little corner cupboard over here with a few little trophies and things on, just to make it look nice and colourful. Otherwise, it'll be boring beige. Okay, but that's the point. I'm okay with that. There's just enough little colour with my Bill Shankly mirror over there. I've got my DTM plaques and my other trophies on here. Okay, that's enough. You don't have to put too much in there. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually go and set up strip lights and some of the different colors and so on to make it look nice. But I don't need to do that just yet. I may have to in a short, in some time. But right now, I'm not needing that, so therefore it's not a priority. Camera setup, again, it's pointed this way. If I want to, I've got a secondary camera over here, which can come over here. I can actually attach a mobile phone into the laptop as a third camera as well. I can do different things, especially with software like OBS or Camtasia. There's a number of things that you can do with different sources in terms of cameras, having 2, 3, 4 cameras. I don't know whether you remember seeing Ching Yu and Simon. When they're training, they actually have one camera up above here, up in front of them, because then they actually write onto their pad and you can see directly as they're writing. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I've got the spare phone sitting here. And whenever I do that, I've got a pad where I can actually write on it, and you'll be able to see it top down. Okay? So there's different ways to set things up depending on what you're trying to do. But just keep it simple at the beginning and then develop it. It's just 1% at a time. All right? Lighting, same as I said. To be honest with you, I used to have a floor lamp behind me over here. And the light above, which wasn't directly on me, but it was okay. It did cast a bit of a shadow. That's why this particular light now helps. But I didn't have that light before, and it's okay. Start off, it's okay to start messy, right? Start messy. Lighting, audio. Yes, audio. Normally, when we do these kind of streams or these kind of training sessions, we have a tech check, and I've been having difficulty with my audio lately. So, I've asked Karen, hey, if I drop my voice again and, you can't hear me properly, just jump in or message me. But if I don't see the message, then jump in and tell me, because the audio is the most important thing. I keep saying that. Okay. Now, plan your content. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice from my experience, right? I've been in front of audiences or classes as such for a long time. And one of the things that helped me become a professional trainer and then a consultant running workshops and professional speaker and that kind of thing was that I would actually go and prepare. In my mind, I can visualize myself in front of an audience or in front of the camera and microphone like this, and I'm practicing not what I'm going to say, is how I'm going to say it. Do I want to use my hands a lot? Now I use my hands a lot, and on camera I've got to learn to not do that too much, because then it gets a little bit distracting if I'm doing like this, or for example I'm doing it below the level of the screen here, so it's distracting because people want to see what my hand gestures are and I'm not showing them properly, and look, you can't see them properly, can you? Whereas if I really want to accentuate on camera, and also with camera you have to 10x or 20x your facial expressions and your hand gestures. So therefore, you go big, go Hollywood. Be big with your gestures, with your eye contact, with your hand gestures, with your shrugs of shoulders, with your eye rolling. Oh my God. Yeah? You be 10x or 20x, because that's the only way it's going to come through the camera. People think that this is animated. It's not. You have to be over the top and loud and get people's attention and so on, because you have to go through not just to the next person, but all the way through the internet and through every single person's speakers and screens, so that your message can reach their eyes, go down into their brain, but into their heart. I want my message to go into your heart, and I want you to make an emotional decision to buy my stuff and then justify it with logic. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say here. it's very important that you are expressive. I know that it may not be you. For me, it is, you know, I'm like this. But even if you're not expressive, you have to push yourself to be 10x. And that's fine. Be yourself, but have a chance for yourself to get across the internet to the people that you want to watch and listen. Make sure you 10x or 20x everything that you do on screen. Okay. Right. Let's look at the next things that we have here. And let's have a look. I don't know if... right. Yeah. So we want to ensure that we can record high quality video and audio. So we've thought about the preparation, what you're going to say. We've thought about the equipment to use. And yes, test. You have to test. Every time we come up here to do a training session, we do, as I said, a tech check. We check all of the things. Again, I've been on 3 streams today and 2 other online meetings, and I've tested each time I've gone on. So why wouldn't you? One of the times, I had an issue with my mic. And I was doing it on my own. I didn't have Karen to help me in the background, and my voice dropped. And my voice was so low, it was difficult to hear. Right? Okay. Therefore, test. Okay? Very important. Maintain the consistency. For example, if you open up what's Pipli saying? Yes, Pipli. Really good advice. Never knew about that. Okay, so maybe it was the 10x style of things, right? Yes, very important. Cool. Thank you, Pipli. Maintain the consistency. You may be following people on YouTube, for example, and they do regular videos. And thanks, Pipli. 10x, brilliant. Yes. You may be following people on YouTube channels and you watch all of their stuff. One of the reasons why you go and follow their stuff is because you like them and they are consistently doing things that you like subconsciously. There's one guy who I follow sometimes, but he's got a really annoying introduction. Which is so, I mean, okay, you know, it's annoying. It's really annoying. I mean, I know Americans are very loud and brash and all of this kind of stuff. But even then, I mean, but even then, it's even more annoying. So can you hear my voice that I don't always go and watch him? Because he's not, well, he is consistent, but he's not consistent with the things that I like. However, he doesn't do it all the time, though. All right? But this is the other thing. If you have a format for your videos, if you have a how-to videos, if you have explainer videos, if you have review videos, then don't just, you know, zigzag around the screen and whatever. Have a bit of structure. Notice that I'm using a PowerPoint to actually have a bit of structure to my presentation today. Otherwise, I'll just be talking all sorts of stuff and going in and out of things, and I'll lose you. Be consistent with what you do, not only in terms of your content, in terms of your presentation, in terms of your the audio, video, music, if you use any for the videos, etc. But also, if you're running a YouTube channel, consistently post. What's the point in posting once every 3 months? The algorithm's not going to do nothing for you. My simple advice is, okay, so here's one piece of advice I'll give you no matter what. Get comfortable on screen. Do a 30, 60, 90-day challenge. Create a video. I've done this myself. Do a 30 to 60 second video on your phone or on your laptop. And again, this is testing your skills in terms of setting up your equipment as well, isn't it? But just spend a minute a day recording yourself in terms of what you're doing, what you like, how you're feeling. You had some good news today, you had some bad news today, whatever it is, like a journal. So make it a 30, 60, 90-day challenge. Now, the reason I say that is that 90 days is tough. I mean, I've done 30 days, and that was tough. 90 days is tough, but actually, it's going to be very beneficial for you. Remember what I said, make yourself 1% better each day. How many days would it get to be twice as good? I use this for some, the business consulting that I do sometimes. It's not 100 days. You're not adding 1% every time. You're improving by 1% every time. And previous day was 100%. Now you're on 101. The next day it's 1% of 101, and then 1% of 102.1 or whatever it is. And it takes around 71 days to be twice as good. So if you do a 90-day challenge, you will be much more than twice as good by just improving 1% each day. Try it out. That's the challenge I set for you. Do a 30-day challenge or do a 60-day challenge. Pick one. But do it. It will help you get over yourself and be more confident on camera and be consistent. Don't get me wrong. It's always a struggle. People on TV need to get up for going on and being live and all of that kind of stuff. It doesn't come naturally to anybody. Everybody you see that is comfortable on screen, they're working so hard to appear comfortable on the screen, to appear relaxed, to appear authentic, to appear calm. Below the surface, they look like a swan gliding down a lake above the water. But below the water, they are pumping like mad. Their feet are going like mad. Boom, 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 boom. Because it's a lot of effort. You need to practice that. But if you can actually go off and be consistent like that, that will help you go and deliver and be able to progress even faster and be more comfortable on screen, and help you with the tech that you may have to learn, getting things right. Okay. So Pippi's got a point. I think at home it's fine. Harder when you're talking camera outside. However, better lighting outside. Well, yeah. So it depends on the wind. It depends if you're walking. It depends if you're standing. A number of things. I've done stuff in my garden or outside my house, or I've stopped somewhere and I've just done this. I've done it on a beach. I do this thing on my Facebook where it's like, hey, another day, another beach, that kind of thing. But it doesn't matter just go online. It doesn't matter. Go online. Yes, if you're doing it for your clients, then you want the ability to get one of these little lavalier mics with the little foam thing at the end. Okay? So that might be useful. Or some other solution if you really want to make sure your audio is better. But then it requires you to get to invest in something. But that may be useful for you in terms of your business, right? But just don't worry about it. Just go out. Trust me. We're not a Hollywood production. Not yet, anyway. Okay, so let's go. Let's carry on with this. Right, maintain consistency. Post-production, yes, okay. We're going to look at more on this, and what I'm going to do tomorrow is to show you the idea that you can actually go and edit something, put a title on it, maybe have some cool transitions, between clips, things like that. Okay, so that's something to think about as well. Now, also, let me come out again. Once you start thinking a little bit more about this, what you'll start seeing is whenever you see somebody else's video, imagine you're watching the news on the TV, you're watching a movie or something, or watching an interview, for example. Not only do you have, for example, if I'm interviewing Karen, there'll be one camera on me, one camera on Karen, but also they'll take some shots from a little bit afar where they're actually showing both of us. I'm asking questions or Karen's asking questions. That's called B-roll. That means that they can cut out of the shot and then put something else in for a few seconds whilst the voices are still going, and then go back in to whoever's speaking again. So you can think about that as well. I'm not going to focus too much about that, but if you are understanding of what that is, it's called B-roll, then you can start shooting a little bit like that as well, or clips. For example, if I'm talking about software, then I may have some clips of using the actual software itself. Or if I'm coaching people, then it may have me in a situation where I'm actually physically coaching people in a room or in a park or whatever it is, depending on what I'm doing. Okay? So think about that as well in terms of when you're putting things together, you've got a number of things that you can put together to make it a really engaging video. Okay. Now, and let's look at this again. Okay, yeah, engage your audience. It doesn't matter what you have on your video. If it's not engaging, they're not going to watch it. They're not going to watch it. Okay, you understand. Okay, now, here's a summary of what we did today. We looked at equipment and software. Most of this you have here already. Don't spend any more money. Okay? Unless you want to, of course. Best practices for video recording. Yes, so we had a look at that. Get your software ready, get your background ready, get your test your audio. Think about what you're going to actually say, and be consistent with it as well. Okay, and also make sure you test, check your audio, put B-roll on there. And think about what the end result you want to look like and then work backwards as well. All right? Think about what you want somebody to see, the message you want to give to somebody. Then work backwards and make sure that these three sections have got enough in there to give the result that you want. Okay? Wow, Karen, what a day. Now, in terms of what to expect for tomorrow, we are going to look at editing videos, as I said. We're going to look at some of the basics in there about different types of software there is out there. And there's one or two things that I like about one or two pieces of software. Remember, I'm not just going to teach you on one piece of software. I'm going to teach you things that you can then learn and use on other pieces of software. Okay? Any software that you want. We're going to look at some of the editing tools, and then with the advanced stuff, it's going to be transitions. It could be, for example, there's one software which actually uses AI to actually go and make the sound really, really better. The same piece of software has the ability to edit software by just deleting words on a screen on from the transcription. Okay, that's a really cool thing, and I'm going to show you that tomorrow. And ultimately, what I'm going to do is to say, I suggest you use this or this to start off with, unless you've got something better. I'll give you 2, 3, 4 options. There'll be free options, or there'll be some low-cost options, or there'll be some higher-cost options. My simple advice is go get the cheap or the free one first, and then practice, get better at it. And as you get better, then you will have more of a more information to make a decision as to which software do you want to go with, if you want to go with more professional software. Okay? Ultimately, folks, there isn't too much of a barrier to go and record videos. Most of it's up here. You have enough to go on from your laptop, from your computer, from your phone. I know some people who only ever use their phone. They don't even own a laptop. It's okay. It doesn't suit them. They just want to do it, put videos on Instagram or YouTube Shorts or TikTok. That's it. Remember, start off small, aim to do a video, and then watch it back, learn from it, 2 or 3 things, but then just make the next video 1% better. And in no time, you'll be really, really, really developing fast. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, she's going to try the local park. Yeah, obviously with a health type of business or a lifestyle type of business, I think that's really cool. And Larry's got a nice one here. Only barriers between my ears. It's for all of us. I'm telling you, it's for all of us. Ultimately, thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you tomorrow. In the meantime, Karen, take it away.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for your time and dedication that you put here on this 5-day challenge. Use what you got. Pretty much use what you have is what he's saying. Use what you have. You know, we all have these smartphones with the cameras on them. Use that. That is a good way to get started and a good way to get things going and get in the practice of doing it. As we say here in Groove Asia, take action. Take action. So you have been given a lot of action steps on things that you can do right now, how to get started, the equipment, how to use the app, and then tomorrow is how to do some editing on those videos that you're going to be producing. So that's going to be super awesome. So we do want to see you here tomorrow for that. So tomorrow will be our last day of the 5-day challenge. So hope you've gotten a lot of value from that. And if you have, just put a value in the comment box. And we're going to continue with this on our last day. All right, so you can go to this. I do want to show you these things that you can go to of what's going to be coming up. What's going to be coming up in our events here at Groove Asia. You can always go to grooveasia.cm/events. And this is the calendar is shown here is in the Eastern time zone, and you could change that here in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And just to get to the weekly, so I can let you see what is happening. So we are right here at the 5-day challenge. We have the Groove Asia Power Hour, which is going to be this evening. If you're here in the East Coast of USA, it's going to be in the morning. If you're over in Hong Kong, Singapore, in Malaysia, in that area, at 8 a.m. So you can practice on those videos that you're making, or at least get the scripts. Practice the scripts and getting those down. So when you have a video, you'll know what you're going to say. That's going to be coming up later on this evening at 8. And then at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a GLU, which is Groove Asia Leaders Unite, and just talking about something about digital entrepreneurship, online business, those kind of things. So at least those are the topics that we're going to discuss this evening. All right, and tomorrow's our last 5-day challenge, as Nick has said, our last 5-day challenge. And then we have the Connect, Communicate, and Conquer. So if you are trying to be a virtual speaker, and not even trying to be a virtual speaker, but if you want to be able to have your message and be able to talk to audiences to where your message resonates with them, if you want to walk into a room and command the room with just your words, this is to come to Connect, Communicate, and Conquer. Yes, and here it is. So you can go here and sign up here. It is a paid event that you can attend, but it is so well worth it. It is a 2-day event, so it's well worth it. And JJ Fernandez is going to be doing the training here, and he used to be a DJ for many years. He's very popular in Southeast Asia. He trains now universities and corporations in how to get their message across. We also have the Insider's Secret, the Insiders Club, which is like a mastermind. It has a lot of information. We have a lot of people who want to grow their skills. So this is a good way in order to do that, being part of the Insiders Club. Each and every month, you have two meetings where you can get more training And you get a lot of hand holding for those of you who need that. And these are some of the skills that is going to be going over in this. And this is taught by none other than Simon Leung, the Google Insider, the Internet Insider, who's training this website creation, marketing funnels, list building, email marketing, and they have this library that you can access in the Insiders Club. So these are just some of the topics that are in this library that you will have access to. And that is going to be coming, and that is also the Insiders Club. That's next week. And to synergize your opportunity and knowledge. This is super awesome too. If you want to learn how to do partnerships and collaborations with people. This is taught by our own co-founder of Groove Asia, John Chung, and other leaders that are here in the Groove Asia community. And it's just doing strategic partnerships. How do you go about that? Doing creating collaborations that are relevant to you or that resonates with your message and your mission. So if you want to do that, this is a free event. So register and get on the list so you know how to expand and scale your business quickly. It's quick because you're doing it with a lot of other people. And last but not least, we had one just this morning that Nick also kind of hosted, was our Mastermind Retreat preview. If you're interested in learning more about virtual speaking, becoming a speaker, this is the place to be. We're going to do face-to-face, one-on-one, where some of the top gurus, I guess you could say, in the industry is going to be here to train you specifically on being a virtual speaker. Of course, that's not all we're going to be doing at the Breakthrough Retreat. That is not all, but that is a major part of it. And it's going to be in Tokyo, Japan. So if you're interested in coming to Tokyo, which is going to be in November, we have a lot of time to get those pennies together so you can come and join us at that time. Come to the informational. It's going to be every Thursday. It's going to be every Thursday or every Thursday. Mind you, this is the Eastern calendar, but it's going to be every week. Come to the Mastermind Retreat preview so you can get more information on there. All right. Well, like always, we do appreciate you coming to spend this time with us. We know that you can be anywhere, but yet you decide to come with us and spend it with us. And so we do appreciate that. And we hope you are learning, taking this into action. Value. Thank you. You are welcome, Pipley and Larry. Value has gotten a lot of great value out of that. Awesome. And we hope you're getting a lot, and others who are watching the replay, hope you're getting value of that out of this too. So if you have any comments, any questions, you can go to our Facebook page or our Facebook groups, which is at Groove Asia CM. You can find us on Facebook. You can put it there, or you can go to the YouTube channel and leave a comment or question there, and we'll be able to address those there for you at that time. So until next time, until tomorrow, same time, same channel, we see you then, and take action. Take action. If you have any questions, let us know. Bye for now.
Groove Asia, the world's #1 digital marketing software platform and fastest growing entrepreneurship community, is now free for life. Your complete digital products and services online sales system, all the tools you want to run your internet business, everything you need to sell products and services online. No credit card, zero fees, it's just free. Discover the new better way to start an online business, build websites, and sell digital products. Create a full website with unlimited products and funnels, with free hosting, subdomain, and custom domain capability, and with more integrations so you can automate your business. It's truly the last online sales system you will ever need. Save thousands a month with free lifetime access to the top most powerful apps in the industry, including the #1 leading page and funnel building platform in the world, with thousands of brand new members making a switch over every single day. Plus, get free access to our private community, free live training, and free affiliate marketing business opportunity. Discover how to get started for free, secure your free lifetime membership today, and access your free software, training, and bonuses right now. free for a limited time only at grooveasia.cn.